We're going to learn how to find the slope, and we're going to learn how to find the midpoint of two coordinates. So first of all, let's look at the coordinates. We're going to use the coordinates here of 2, 2, make it a little thinner, it's a little too thick, 3. Get rid of that 1. Why don't we just undo all that and start over? Okay, so we're going to have the coordinates of 2, 3. It's 1 point with, say, 4, -1. Those are just two random points I just put together. So what we're going to do, we're going to learn how to find the slope of these two coordinates. What's the slope of this line? It's going to form a line. If we were to plot that on graph paper, we know we would go over 2 and up 3 and make a point, make a dot, and we know we go over 4 and down 1. Okay, so now we're just going to see what would be the slope of those numbers. The slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So let's go ahead and subtract it. Let me go ahead and label, say this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. Okay, let's go ahead and subtract. So you're going to subtract y2, which is -1, minus 3. That's our rise. And that is -4. And our run is x2, which is 4 minus 2. 4 minus 2 gives you 2. And that can be simplified as a negative slope of a -2. Okay? So that tells us that m, another letter for slope, we're looking at the equation of a line, y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope. M is the slope. When you see m, so that's -2 is the slope. Now, what if I want to use these same points and I wanted to know what's the distance? What would be the distance, or say the midpoint, not the distance. Let's look at the midpoint first. The middle of this segment, if we were to plot it. To find the middle, the formula is you add your x's, divide by 2, and add your y's and divide by 2. Now let's do that. If I'm going to add 2, which is our x, plus 4, which is our other x, divide by 2, that gives us the first coordinate will be 4 and 2 is 6 divided by 2. And so the first coordinate will be 3. Okay? Now we have to figure out what's the next one going to be. Now we're going to add our y's and divide by 2. So we have the y's is 3 minus 1 will give you 2. 2 divided by 2 will give you 1. So the middle, or the midpoint, would be 3, 1. That is our midpoint. INT. It's our midpoint.